All right, so one conversation that I have a lot is when we're gonna add a room, like we added this wood in here, is do you wanna do a double border or do you wanna do a lace in? A lot of people like to say that they wanna do a lace in, and I try to, I explain that a double border is a good option because you can actually sand just this room and not have to sand on the other side of that border. But this is what a double border looks like, and it's more pronounced on the camera than what it looks like in real life because it just really blends in. Opposed to a lace in, which we lace this one in. Now, the thing about the lace in, you can kind of see that you have a window there and it's got a bunch of sun damage, right? From the wood or from this patio door. And so it's damaged the old wood and we laced in the new one. It's all sanded the same. It's all stained the exact same color, but you can see the slight color difference here in the lace in. There's not much you can do about it. Now, had we put a double border across here, it would all blend in just like this one over here. And like I said, when you see it on the camera, that sticks out far more than if you're just looking at it like this. And the double border really doesn't look bad across here, but it would, this will even out just over time. But at the same time, a double border wouldn't look bad. And then if anything ever happens in this section of the room, you could just sand that section. Or if your kitchen floods, which happens a lot, you could just sand just this section and not have to do all the entire floor. But if this floor ever needs to be sanded in the future, we'll have to do all of this again. We can't just do one section. So if you're looking at doing a double border versus a lace in, this is something to keep in mind about sun damage, old wood versus new wood, that kind of thing. A double border is not bad. Like I said, this is far more noticeable on the camera than it is in person, and it will even out over time. But my recommendation is generally double borders versus a lace in, so that way, even if they are slightly different, you'll never tell. Once you have the border in between here, if the color is slightly off between the two floors, you'll never tell because of the double border versus if you do a lace in. So there's that.